Hey guys, it's Evie here and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, I hope you decide to stick around and subscribe. In today's video, I'm going to be doing episode 2 of top 3 in every category in my collection. Yes, so episode 1 being sports bras is already live, so I showcased my top 3 sports bras in my collection, and now I'm going to be doing shorts and then I'll be doing leggings. So strap in and let's see what my top 3 is in my shorts. Okay, so when I did my sports bras, I kind of showed what my favorite was first, but I'm actually gonna leave that for last. These two, I don't know if I'm gonna rank them, but the one that I'm showing last is definitely my number 1. So I'm going to be starting off with my Gymshark Adapt Fleck shorts. This has been in every single video, every single year that I've done this. I absolutely love the Gymshark Adapt Fleck shorts. They are so comfortable, they are so stretchy. No matter where I am in my physique, these shorts fit me and I don't feel like a sausage when I put them on. Like, I don't know, the materials just, it just like holds your body so nicely. I actually wore these blue ones today and I just feel so good in these shorts. So let's get into some details. So as you can see, we have a pretty high tiered waistband. This isn't tiered at all, but it is a pretty high waistband and it is ribbed as well. We then have the Gymshark logo on the left hand side, but this one, as you can probably see, it is already starting to crack, which is like these kind of press-on logos aren't the best. I believe these are a 4-inch short, so they are quite short, but I don't know, I just really love the way these shorts fit on me. And because I'm quite short, I am 5 foot, this length of short I feel like fits pretty well. Like, it's not too short on me. As we can see, there is no faux scrunch. It is just a seam running down the middle, so there's no, like, I don't know, if you want a faux scrunch, then obviously this isn't for you. But I'm kind of like going away from the faux scrunches. Like, I kind of just like when it's just a seam, or if it's just like an invisible scrunch. I don't really like when it's like, I don't know, like really in your face, like how they used to be. We do have a very stretchy thigh leg thing. Like, I don't find that these dig into my thighs at all. Like, if you're familiar with the Gymshark Vital Seamless, I used to have so many of those shorts, but I actually got rid of them all because they dug into my thighs so much and I felt like a sausage in those. But these, I don't feel like a sausage in these. I just love the way these feel. I love how stretchy they are. I love the waistband. I love the length, and they come in so many fun colors as well. And it's called Fleck because you can see all the flecks coming in. And with the Adapt Fleck, it sits under the Adapt family. So you have Adapt Camo, Adapt Fleck, Adapt Animal, and so on. So that is in this beautiful like royal iris blue. I also have it in sage green. This is another color that I just wear so much. I really love like the earthy tones, and yeah, absolutely love these shorts. And then I also just have it in black as well, but my colored shorts definitely get more love, but I am starting to go back into my deeper colors as I am going further into my building phase. But yeah, so that is the Adapt Flex shorts that I have in 3 colors. Love it. All right, so the second short that I'm going to showcase is the Dfyne Dynamic shorts, but these are from AliExpress. Please don't ask me where I got them from AliExpress, because unfortunately the shops that I got these from are no longer available. But go onto AliExpress, type in the short that you want. So if it's dynamic you want, do Dfyne Dynamic. Look at pictures and look at reviews and look at how many people have bought from the shop, and always use PayPal. So those are my 4 tips if you are shopping off AliExpress. I haven't had any issues, and I have purchased 4. So I purchased 1. I think I made 3 different orders. So I've made 3 different orders of 3 different shops. So that's that. Okay, I can't link where I got them because, as I mentioned, you can't get them from that shop anymore. Anyways, all right, let's start off. So I have, I believe this is rose pink, but I don't know, it doesn't give rose vibes. But anyways, it's just like a light pink. So with the Dynamic, we have a 3-tiered waistband. So you can pretty see that it is pretty separated. And you can also see the waistband kind of curves a bit as well. So Dfyne have, I think they have like 4 different shorts, but their 2 most popular ones, or I guess they're 2 shorts that like made them known, or like their 2 first shorts, were the Dynamic and the Impact. So the Dynamic, the difference is the Dynamic doesn't have the scrunch, whereas this one, it has that seam. But see how it's just a seam? It's not a faux scrunch, it's just a seam. So that's the difference. So yeah, that's why I opted for these ones, because the scrunch on the Impact is just that really visible faux scrunch that kind of sits on top, and I don't know, the vibes are just not there. So we have 2 logos, and again, it's kind of like that Gymshark one where it's like that press on logo. So it says Dfyne down the front there, it says Dfyne on the back, and then on the inside you'll also find let nobody define you. The reason I opted to get these off AliExpress is, 1, it is 1/4 of the price, so it's 1/4 of the price. The material composition is the exact same, the waistband is the exact same, the inch seam is the exact same, everything about the shorts is the exact same, and that is because apparently Dfyne was a white shipping, I think it's white shipping, so they use a third-party seller to sell their shorts. So if you went onto the Dfyne website, you bought the Impact shorts, you're not actually buying from Dfyne, you're buying from that third-party provider. But now Dfyne, because they're so big and have so much money, I guess, I think everything is Dfyne now, whereas it never used to be. Anyways, really love these shorts. They're a 4-inch inseam, very stretchy, I have no issues. And again, when it's on my thigh, again, really nice stretch. I don't feel like these dig into my thigh at all, and I also get these in an extra small, and I feel like they fit me pretty well. I really love the ribbed waistband, it really snatches me in. I also like that it's not so high-waisted, because sometimes when I wear high-waisted shorts, I feel like it takes up my entire torso, but with these, I find that they're like mid-rise, but on the higher mid-rise, so it kind of just covers my belly button, and I don't know, I feel really confident in these shorts. Absolutely love them. I have them in 4 colors, and yeah. When you turn around, as I mentioned at the start, we have like that seam that kind of dips down a little bit, and then you have that fabric seam. It's not the scrunch that you're usually used to. And with the contouring, as you can, I don't know if you can see on this color, but you have contouring that goes around the glutes as well, and you also have some contouring on the side. So I have this rose pink color, I have it in sage green, because I just love these type of colors so much. This is probably my most worn color, surprisingly. This is like in red wine, and I love to pair this with quite a few different colored sports bra. So I pair it with like dark grays, whites, off-whites, and that's pretty, I guess that's pretty much it. This like pairs really well with like neutral sports bras. So absolutely love these red shorts. And maybe you can see better on this how like that contouring goes. And then I also have it in, of course, in lilac as well. What a beautiful color. Absolutely love it. So those are the 4 colors that I have. As I mentioned, these are all off AliExpress. I haven't had any issues. I fit into my true size. I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you're still shopping off the Dfyne website when you can get them for a 1/4 of the price, like I'm pretty sure they retail for $70-ish, and I was able to get 4 shorts for the price of 1. So do with that information what you will. But yeah, I really love these shorts. Phenomenal. My number 1 short that I have in 9 colors, yeah, 9 colors, is the Oner Active Effortless shorts. My babies. I guess I can just end this video here. No, I'm kidding. All right, so as I mentioned, I have 9 different colors. I have neutrals. Oh wait, I'm missing one. I have black as well. One moment, I have 10. I'm back. All right, so I have 10 different ones. The reason I forgot about black is because I don't really wear black shorts, but here we are. What color am I going to showcase? Let's go with vintage purple, because I really love this color. Now, I will say, sometimes it is really hard to get your sizing correct in Oner Active. So when I am a bit leaner, I am able to fit into extra small pretty well. When I am like the physique that I'm at now, the extra small is starting to feel a little tight. Whereas with my Adapt Fleck, the extra small doesn't feel tight at this point in time, but obviously they're completely different materials. These ones are a bit stiffer. But yeah, the annoying thing is sometimes depending on the color that you get, even when I was like at my leanest, I still struggled with the extra small. So do with that information what you will. When you're shopping from Australia, unfortunately you don't get free returns, so that's why it's like a bit annoying in that regard when I'm talking about sizing. Like if you're living in a country where you don't have to pay for your returns, then it's a bit more, you know, safer. So I was making a lot of bets when I first started shopping from Oner Active, trying to figure out my sizing. But anyways, it's more consistent now, so I will say that. Also, it is raining at the moment, so if you can hear that, that's what it is. Okay, so the Oner Active Effortless short. We have a tiered waistband. It curves ever so slightly in. These are a true high rise as well. We also have some details, as we can see here, going down. And with the Effortless, it is a 360-degree design, meaning no matter where you look at the short, there is always something going on. So I really adore that. We also have a knitted logo on the right-hand side, which we absolutely love a knitted logo. But this is a pretty basic short there in the regards, like a more minimal short. Like there's stuff going on, but it's not too in your face, which I really appreciate. Now, this does have a faux scrunch, which I am not the biggest fan of, but Oner Active have done it so freaking well. I can't find an example, but some of those scrunches kind of just sit there, or like they're kind of like the lining is just really large and it's going across the entire glue, and it kind of just looks ridiculous. But the way Oner Active have done their scrunch, honestly, is the most perfect faux scrunch that I have ever come across, because I don't know, it's just perfection. Now, the waistband is a bit stiffer, and I also don't find any issues with the thigh area. I find the thigh area is really fine. I have no issues there. Where you will find your like the most compression that I kind of have issues with when I start to gain weight is in the crotch area. It really like sticks to your freaking crotch, and it can get a little bit uncomfortable there. So if you live in the northern hemisphere where you can do free returns and you're shopping Oner Active for the first time, I would just recommend getting both sizes and see which one fits you best. But as I mentioned, depending on where I am with my physique, I can fit into an extra small or a small. This is the only short where I have multiple sizes in. So yeah, but yeah, I absolutely adore the colors that they come in. I really like the length. I think this is a 5-inch short. So like there are moments for my short shorts for my 4 inches, which I adore. Sometimes I want something a little bit longer as well, and that's where the 5-inch comes into place. But this short, as I mentioned, is their most popular short. Is it their most popular at the moment? It was at one point, but this is kind of what made Oner Active known. So I have it in vintage purple, blackberry purple, sage. I just realized in all these shorts I have a sage going on. Oh, this color, cherry, is a must-have. Like if you have this color in your wish list, I see why. If we have, just losing my words, this color is just absolutely phenomenal. Love it so much. One of my most worn colors as well. And then I also have it in oil blue. I've actually worn this one a lot as well. Coal, I would say coal is probably my most worn color, to be honest, because it's not black, so it's not so stark. And then with this like coal color as well, you can also pair it with like any color sports bra. Like I love wearing like my bright pinks, my bright purples, my greens, anything super bright. I really love pairing with coal. So if you are wondering, should I get black, should I get coal, I recommend getting coal. Like I honestly can probably count on one hand how many times I've worn black compared to coal. So See the difference? It's just like that little bit lighter, and I don't know, it just makes the biggest difference. So we have coal, black. So these are all the ones that I have in extra small, and then the ones that I have in a size small is midnight, deep taupe. I actually wore these yesterday, and soft purple. Really, again, such another beautiful color. Now that I'm in like that building phase, I'm leaning towards more my size smalls rather than my extra smalls, just because I have that little bit extra room to go in. But yeah, I absolutely love this color. I love this short, like, yeah, just that small negative of sometimes you just don't really know what size to get. And again, depending on the color, depending on how much dye goes into them, can affect the fit of the short as well, which is a bit of a downside. But yeah, I have 10 colors. That is massive. Like, you can obviously see, like, I just adore this short so much. But yeah, so that brings this video to an end. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. And make sure you let me know in the comments down below what your favorite short is at the moment. And you can follow me along on TikTok and Instagram at evykassiotes. And until next time, my friends, I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are. And just remember that one bad day isn't a setback, and tomorrow can always be better. Bye.